Alexandar.
I know nothing
Wait.
of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
Loyal to the Order, I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Stay back, Sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping Sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Bishop Alexander idly glances in your direction, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards Dallis. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallis?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Don't you hear her?
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
These creatures are so prone to violence, naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. It appears confused, and yet somehow compelled to continue following you.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find anything. Don't tell anyone where you got this.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. A low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within you. Your knees buckle. The hum grows louder, the world tilts and fades.
Shrine, by the looks of it.
Great God. Will you quit dragging this on? Pay that on, Leslie.
Not now.
Just hand over the gold.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, For protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
He visibly freezes in fear, stammering a pitiful apology and backing away from you and the elf.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? Both of you ain't worth my time.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. The Geists, dummy. The Hammer and Alexandra had two in tow just a moment ago. Ugh. Thought you lot'd be interested in a thing like that.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, fella me lad. You may well get your hands on them contraptions, as you call them. Sooner, perhaps, than you'd have liked.
Now, why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Saw him, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Proud to serve for the good of humankind. Without us, Rivellon's off to the void in a handbasket, in the crook of a Voidwoken's claw. Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime all the same. And the Hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did. When you give up the darkness that's inside you. Take your fault, it's there, mine. But it's there all the same. They're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear. You can trust Dallas to take care of it. And once you're cured, your life will start again. During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was all glory, all goodness. When we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will through. Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's the best we've got to protect the realm. Can't for certain, but I reckon when God himself gives his life to protect you, you don't waste the gift. You protect it with everything you've got. So that's what we do.
Is he?
you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. Whatever do you mean by that? Odd way of making friends you've got, bird perch.
He hasn't changed.
Bloody cavies. Too big for their boots, as usual. They ought to keep out of our hair if they don't want to pay for the pleasure. You know, elves, dwarfs, lizards, undesirables. Those of them that'll see the whole realm eaten up by the Voidwoken before they change their ways.
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you want to help one of them? You watch yourself. Oddballs don't last long around here.
Stay down, you!
Boring.
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! It isn't the words you speak, but rather that you speak them. Prophecy says that only our devotion will restore him to us. A murmur of prayer, constant as the ocean, can lure our Savior back to us. Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the Divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. He will protect us from this darkness. Do not doubt that he will come into his powers at any moment, and then he shall ascend.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that. When I knew her, the Feather would have been a likelier name. Oh, I dunno. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
She nods once.
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is, what she sees in him.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of...
And what you after? I ain't.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. Magic makes it work. That's all I know. Oh, I dunno. She was a sweet... People do change. For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proved... Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh, God, not now.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Stay down, you!
I bolted on there.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need?
This again.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards, and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. What? You think I'm being lazy? No, this is sheer pragmatism. I already tried to retrieve the item, but I don't have the necessary skills. You see, I need someone who can handle themselves in a scrap. The item's within a crocodilian nest on a beach nearby. I'll mark the position for you. Not enough to trouble a fine specimen such as yourself. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those overgrown lizards what for.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
1,000 months of dust.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Indigestion, or is it? Oh God, not now.
Irma, where are you, darling?
When another time.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. Yeah, that Farah. You gotta cut that out. What's happened to you?
Always late.
I had sympathy at first. A mum calling after a dead child's a sad sight. But even sympathy has its limits. Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days. But now she's madder than a cuckoo and twice as loud. What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after's been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a Voidwoken back in our own village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Junk.
She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck
told
than
him
I.
I'd known exactly.
If I have to hear her calling
Didn't I?
after Irma another day, I might lose my head. And there's not a soul here who'd blame me.
Irma, please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. Oh, bless you, bless you. She's been missing for days now, and not a single soul will help me look for her.
Always late.
Irma's her name. She's about as high as your hip. Black of hair, a quiet child, not prone to wandering off. I'm sick with worry, completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home. That's what I call her, my little chicken.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. This place turns people cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here? You are an angel. Truly you are.
Come on, old man. I can't wait.
You're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl? You've been talking to that snake, Jeth, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. Totally sick. To torture a mother so. You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma isn't. What Jess says is a lie. You hear me?
Is he?
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
That's your fifth blow jest of this round.
What of it?
I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Grab it in your gobblers, the
Our
both of you.
Father, who presideth. Don't like the game stops cold.
No, it's just a pair of you filthy cheating liars. Don't mean I can't beat you.
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Right hand, my winker. Better some more right hands than an octopus.
That's it. I call pay up.
Come on, old man. I can't.
She don't listen to reason. She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck than I. If I have to hear her calling after Irma another day, I might lose my head. And there's not a soul here who'd blame me.
Irma? Where are you, darling?
Grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
Game stops so you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating liars.
She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck than I.
She ignores you and continues calling out for her Irma.
Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a Migo. Otherwise, don't waste my time.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben-Mezd! Ifan! Ben-Mezd! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer! You can't hide who you are, killer. Look! Look at him! It's him! It's the Silver Claw himself! Ifan Ben-Mezd! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster Ben-Mezd away from me. Guards! Guards! Keep it! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster Ben-Mezd away from me.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
It's too tight.
I don't think I ain't one.
Ho ho! You ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through with me. That's so. Huh. You look just like 'em. But then again, I never was the best at telling your kind apart. No harm intended, of course.
And if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you. Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand. He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
Junk. I'll be with you soon.
He taps hammer to nail and doesn't look up.
Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous.
Oh, 10 bottles
What
of
in his
mead.
dead hosted?
Boring. Junk.
The Kin's brow knits together, then apart and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
What? Oh, kin. New, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home. Recognize you? Of course I recognize you. You're the Red Prince. That's about as obvious as a very obvious thing. Your point? My mind? What else, kin? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? Where's that, then? The egg? We'll go back to the egg. We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
What's your hands, Pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for? Out the fort? To where then? The death swamps or the ocean brimming with Voidwoken? Fat chance of getting more than 5 feet in any direction and keeping your skin right side out. Make it quick. Hell if I know. Don't rightly know if it can be done. If they take the source out of you, what are you? Sure, pal of mine made it as far as the Hollow Marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. I saw it myself. I never seen one myself, but me cousin up in Gore said one appeared from the clear sky one day and ate up every child under the age of 12. I don't know where they come from. But without the Divine, there ain't much we can do to stop them. Round Griff, eh?
If a match applies for you, you forget my name here.
Ain't a fit for beasts.
out your pockets now. Hands out your pockets now. Mind your manners round Griff, eh? Hands out your pockets now.
So this is Fortjoy.
The delivery. Surely
What
you'll
a
have one.
crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face. Fool.
Take your coin then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? Winning has its own rewards, if that's what you're after. Slip down the hatch and talk to Thorn. Put those greasy hands of yours to work.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got it. Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? I'm Butter. Nice to meet you. Long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a week or two. By the divine, haven't I? Back home again. Or to somewhere totally new. Sun, wine, freedom. But those are just dreams. No one can escape from here.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arks?
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then. Careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad
Perhaps
mood.
if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Psst. Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Hey, oh, nice try, Midge. Now, put that shiner away, and I'll shave a little off the top, how about?
Ain't fit for beasts.
When another divine arises, will Source change back? What if there are no Sourcerers? Yet so quickly, we find Source so dangerous. What in his dead bones could do? So Voidwoken are attracted to Source. But why? When another
Worse than war rations, these.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Worse than war rations, these. Worse than war rations, these.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Keep it down, will you?
Ain't fit for beasts.
Careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad mood.
Feels so good.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. I don't question the Bishop. He and Dallas would do anything to protect us. And they say he's God-woken. They say he'll ascend.
She pauses for several moments.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later. They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle. I wish it every night. More than anything. Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely. I put my faith in the Bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoken strike.
Go on, keep moving.
Have off.
The guard glances around furtively, then looks back at you. The merest hint of fear flickers across his face before he sneers.
Thought you must have died when that ship went down. Guess wolves can swim. Ha! Well, your sense of humour must have drowned. Think you're a big man in here, Mr. Silverclaw? All I need to do is whistle, and my dogs will tear you open, eyeballs to bollocks. Here's how things are gonna go down. You'll kill a slum elf called Sahila for me. In return, I'll tell you exactly where to get just the right weapon for whatever it is you're doing that I don't want to know about.
He waves a little scrap of paper in front of your eyes, before patting it back into his breast pocket, a smug smile on his lips.
Deal? Far as I understood, lone wolves don't ask questions. So why don't you shut your muzzle and go fetch? Attaboy. Come back to me when she's tree food.
Ha! Bad luck to let one of them.
This place is no haven for innocents. Farewell, my furry friend.
Enjoy your stay, boy.
Rubbish.
A little business doesn't mean we're friends or nothing. Keep moving, unless you're bringing me news I want to hear.
Leave me. Go. You leave me be. Just leave.